Good morning. It's the 29th of December. It's a fairly blowy day, I think one could honestly say. So apologies for the wind noise, and if I'm not talking a lot, it's because it'd be too affected by the wind. So I'll maybe do some filming and make some notes on the screen as we go along. So here we are in Studland. We're just walking up from the Bank's Arms, and we're going to have a wander around Godlinston Heath this morning and to the Agglestone and then back. So not a long walk, I guess 3 or 4 miles, but get the Christmas put out the system and get some very fresh air. So come along and we'll see what we can find, shall we? Okay, just walked a few yards from the sort of parish green at Studland, and now this is the walk on towards Godlinston Heath. So I'm following my nose a bit today, well that's not unusual. Well, I reckon it's about a couple of miles to the Agglestone, so talk more on the way. One of those fields where you just walk to the boundary and hope you find a path. And it's very wet. It's been raining the best part of 4 days solid, so it ain't gonna be dry. So I'm now on Godlington Heath. Getting windy as we get higher, so quite muddy as you can see. Just walked through the back of Studland. Part of it was a residential area and part of it was a path which I'm now on. I'm now tracking along the ridge. So that's the ridge up there, and that's the obelisk in the distance. You might be able to see up there. They rebuilt by some RAF cadets after the war, and as you can probably hear, it's quite a blowy December day. So hopefully you can hear some of this, and the wind noise isn't too bad. I have no special equipment, it's just an iPhone, so I'll see what it's like when I do the editing. But great way to get the cobwebs out of the system after 3 days of Christmas festivities. And if I've got my map reading correct, we walk along here, follow the ridge line, then take a track to the right, and that joins up with the path that takes us to the Agglestone. Yeah, lovely day to be out. And the odd lake to contend with. Just the pervert golf course. It's exposed at the best of times, so probably not a good day to be playing. Much as I love the game, it'll probably be almost unplayable today. And this is the track I was looking for. I'm overlooking a panoramic view of Poole Harbour, Brownsea Island, and the ferry where we came across. On a clear day, you can see for miles. On a murky, windy day, you can still see for quite a few miles. But it's like being in an aeroplane. It's absolutely fantastic up here. And the Agglestone is basically in front of me to the west. attraction right behind my head. So that's where we're going now. They're actually, I guess it's bank holiday, but actually it's not bank holiday today. Actually, it's there's a lot of people out, which, considering the conditions, is slightly surprising. But I guess like everybody else, there's not so much you can do at the moment because of COVID. So this is a pretty safe way to have a good time. Probably not everybody's idea of a good time, but certainly mine. And yeah, the path's pretty much underwater. That's could be a lot worse because it's not that cold. Really, it's very mild for the time of year. And you probably can't see, but that's the sea over there. And yeah, the greyness of the sea and the greyness of the cloud equal one sort of splurge, really. Oh, and there's the beach. There you are. Well, if you're in the summer, that would be packed. Let's see if I can just zoom in on the beach down there. Yeah, there's the beach. Probably not the best day for a dip. Pretty stunning, nonetheless. Hopefully, shortly we'll be able to see the Agglestone. From along here, you can see just about the whole peninsula. Even in this weather. Here you have what I'm mentioning is the Agglestone, 400 tons of sandstone rock. I think it's tertiary sandstone grit, I think. And in I think it's 1970, it actually toppled over, hence the current positioning. And it's certainly a bit of an icon thereabouts. In the middle of nowhere on this conical cone. Let's go and have a look at it. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but pretty blooming impressive. That's where we come from over there. Now, I pan around. Slightly, a little bit brighter. Just got to decide where I go now. It's probably down here. We've been coming after 4 days of rain. Why would it be dry? Well, we're just leaving the heath now. The sign back there just said Studland. I'm not quite sure the route it takes to Studland. Oops! That's trying to film and speak at the same time, which most men can't do. I was going to aim for the beach and walk along the beach back to Studland from one of the beach car parks. This looks like a bit of a junction, so it's probably time to check the map. Oh, signpost there. It just says Agglestone. I'm going to take a left. Intuitively feels right, because I think right takes us straight back into Studland, and I want to go a little bit to the east of Studland. Whether a little bit is this way, I don't know. But it looks quite pretty. So we'll have a go down here. Well, sometimes things just work out. I wanted to come out opposite the Knoll Beach car park, and that is exactly where I've come out, which is perfect. So I'm going to walk down there, down to the beach, along the beach, and back to the car park. And of course, up here on the right, you've got the Knoll House Hotel. And it's brightening up. Good heavens. Whatever next? Well, I found the crowds. It could almost be a summer's day now. Loads of people about. Old Harry Rocks, where we walked a few minutes back. Still getting blown around. Busy, busy, busy. But some nice watery sunshine. And despite that wind, the sea here is flat calm. So, back at Middle Beach car park in Studland. Still loads of people around. Didn't film the beach very much, too many people. Nearly back at the car, so I'll just film a little bit at the end. That was a very nice post-Christmas walk. Okay, so this used to be the Manor House Hotel. Fantastic location. Very, very characterful. The only thing that isn't working very well these days for me is its name. Not sure about that. But I think I'm right in saying the food is to die for. Those of you that know this area, this is a walk down to the Banks Arms, where the National Trust car park is. Where I park the car. Probably normally you're nabbed to try and be a member, which I haven't joined yet. Might do in the future. Because if you're not a member, you've got to pay their car parking fees, which are fairly exorbitant. And today, neither of the ticket machines were working, so there you go. But of course this is the start of the walk up to Old Harry. Look at that, the sky's cleared and the visibility is improved by 100%. So lovely winter today now, incredibly mild. I'm being buzzed by cars. There we go, there's Old Harry. And just down here is the Banks Arms, where we started.